Listen up, liberals. I got three things to say. I like my meat red, my president white, and my beer blue. Red, white, and blue, baby. God bless America.
Hi, hope you like that intro. The American flag is normally seen as a symbol of peace, unity, love, and honestly, just like a great bastion of hope. Honestly, right? At least I feel like it was at some point in time. But over recent years, it really seems that the American flag was used as more of a fear tactic used by some people and just used as exclusionary against a wide variety of people. Whereas one point it was just used as this is the place where we can all come together. And it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what background, blah 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 blah. America. And now it's like America. Only for the certain groups of people. Couldn't be me though. I'm a tried and true red blooded American. You know what I mean? What better way to talk about this than on July 4th, honestly, right? And it's July 4th currently. It's 2:47 in the morning that I'm recording this. Not because I have bad budget planning or anything like that, like time management, but because I wanted to do it only on July 4th. It's the only day my true patriotism comes out outside of the Olympics. Shout out to the dude who's pulling out the Exodia cards and whatnot. I love that guy so much. Either way, let's get into it. Now, when I say the American flag is weaponized currently or anything like that, right? Obviously not physically, right? Nobody's smacking somebody else with the American flag. But we're using it in a sense that if I see somebody that comes in and they have an older American flag or a dustier shirt like this, right? I'm probably going to steer clear. I probably will. Or if they have one of those American flags where it's the flag on the sleeve and it's just the black and white American flag, that there's a good chance I know what you're about. You know what I'm about. Let's keep our separate ways. You know what I mean? It's like seeing somebody wear a MAGA hat. You don't have to guess how they really feel about you. Not saying everybody that supported Trump was racist. It's just majority of the racists that I do know, because I'm from a small town in Illinois, are Trump supporters. So their correlation is not causation, but we're hinging on it. We're really hinging on it. And I feel that the American flag has been wrapped up in this, right? There was a point in time where people weren't wearing red hats because it was oh man, I don't want to be seen as a MAGA supporter. I.e. me, when I got my Coca-Cola hat. I got a Tokyo Coca-Cola hat at one point, and I had to stop wearing it because a lot of people kept thinking I was wearing a MAGA hat. And it just was not a good look. But the American flag has now been wrapped into that, where it's if I see somebody wearing an American flag, I'm ugh. Well, it is near the 4th, so maybe a pass. But never mind, because I see that blue stripe on that flag. I need to go. I have to go, right? It shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna delve into too many different topics, but the American flag is being used to push people away, or if you see again, if you're from the Midwest, you know what I'm about to describe. Those houses that year round will dress their stuff up for different holidays, but when it's not during a holiday season, it's just nothing but Trump flags, or nothing but American flags, right? Or it's the American flag with Trump in red, white, and blue. You see some of those, or you have different trucks. There's two separate trucks. These are not the same trucks. I don't know if they know each other, but I know they're two different make and model of trucks because I've seen them both. That have two just giant American flags on the back of their truck, right? Honestly, if I was just rolling through my town, if it was just a town I had to stop in and I saw that, I'd want to get out of here as fast as possible, bro. Because it's just an indicator oh, there's a real good chance you don't like people like me. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna go, right? There's a real good chance that dude's gonna hop out that truck and call me boy, and not in the cool Kratos way. I just can't take it, right? But that's so normalized now. It's insanely normalized that oh yeah, if you see somebody that has an American flag, there's a good chance they're might not be cool with minorities, right? Which is such a weird thing to think about, because the American flag historically was always about yeah, everybody's cool here. I mean except the slaves and the Native Americans, but that's a That's a whole separate thing. Within the last 30 years, everybody's cool here. Again, I'm sure I could name like 3 other groups that weren't cool there, but you know what I mean? Like, it feels very volatile now. Granted, I could be wrong. I am 22. I'm sure somebody 22 years ago was saying the same thing that I'm saying now, but not to the severity, because they didn't know how bad it was going to get. Like, we weren't putting presidents' names on American flags. At least I don't think so. Like, we weren't just like, nobody was going around with like a Romney flag. You know what I mean? Or, well, he wasn't a president, but like, or like a Nixon flag. Or nobody's just going around with like Reagan tattooed right here. You know, Reagan 66 or whatever. I don't know what year he was president, but it doesn't matter. You know why? Because nobody was doing that. I do want to round back real quick. People just wearing like the American flag just in general does not automatically mean that they're racist. Again, if you've seen, I'm sure I put some photos up of whatever I was talking about. If you've seen that stuff, you know what I'm talking about. But people just wearing like an American flag, especially around like July and whatnot, that's whatever, right? Even outside of July, like, it's fine. It's the way you wear it. Like, prime example, if I see somebody wearing like a shirt and it has an American flag on it, best case scenario, they just got it from American Eagle. Okay, cool, that's whatever. Worst case scenario, it's a Blue Lives Matter like dress. I've seen it in the neighborhood that I live in. I also know this for a fact that like they don't really rock with us, those people over there, because the person that had this, her husband has a crooked plus sign tattooed on his back, if you know what I mean. So like, seeing one of those, not really resonating with your boy, and does not give the best of hope. But like, just a normal like American flag or whatnot, like, you just walking around, like, even this, I feel like on the 4th or during the Olympics is probably fine. But once you start seeing those like 1776, you know what I mean, or like never forget such and such, or like, oh god, I hope I can find a photo of it. It's at Walmart right now. There is a shirt with like a Harley Davidson motorcycle, at Eagle, and then it just says like freedom or something over the top. I don't know. I might be a little weary. We just dad, because like, why? I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to talk about this, because as a black guy in the Midwest, I see this all the time. Like, the weaponization of like the American flag it's nothing new to me, you know. But I think it's just gotten real egregious since 2016. Like, real egregious since 2016, to where it's like people are using it as a symbol of like, this is only us. And it's like, is it though? Like, because the American flag was supposed to be like everybody, you know? Well, at least like ideally everybody is what we're trying to do with that. And I don't know, maybe it's just where I'm living, right? Like, I've been outside of my state before, like, plenty of times. Like, I travel. I'm well ventured, so it's like, it's not like I'm locked in a certain mindset, but it just feels like the current climate of everything is that the American flag, like, it doesn't feel like the American flag I used to like pledge allegiance to in elementary school, which is a whole other note of things that I think is kind of weird that we used to do that every single day. We just stopped at some point in middle school. I don't know when. I don't know if like it was a law or anything. I couldn't tell you, and I don't plan to look it up, but we just stopped at some point during middle school. But I just remember all the way through elementary school, I pledge allegiance to the flag, like 8 o'clock on the dot, doing that. It doesn't feel like the same flag anymore. Whether or not it's just because I'm no longer like rose tinted glasses about it, or just you grow up, you learn some more stuff, you realize like, oh, people have been doing this for a while. So is it really the flag has changed, or have I just changed? Have I just grown up and started learning newer stuff, you know? I don't know. That's why I'm talking to you, because I would like to hear your perspective on it, because I'm sure you have a completely different perspective from mine. I doubt you and I have had the same life experiences, or probably even live in the same spot. So I would love to hear what you guys have to think about this, even whether you agree with me or don't disagree with me. Like, I'm not going to take it any kind of way. Like, there's no malicious intent. This is purely just me saying how I feel about it. But if you feel differently about it, please let me know. I would love to hear about it. Like I said, I'm 22, so like I'm sure there's a lot of older people who are like, dude, we've been feeling this way since like way before you were born. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. But what I do know is Operation Olive Branch. I could not talk about July 4th or anything having to do with America without talking about Operation Olive Branch. They're a Palestinian organization that are sending aid over to people in Gaza and just helping them out in general and making sure they either have food or helping out with evacuation. So where you can donate to over there. I'll put their link tree in the bio. Please go check them out. Usually the IDF attacks around times where it's like, oh, it's an American. The last 2 to 3 major American holidays, they've had a big attack on the Oscars, the Super Bowl. Like, so to say that they won't attack during July 4th would kind of be dumb. You know what I mean? So definitely go help them out. Literally, even if it's just sharing a post or like just doing anything like that, anything helps. Anything helps. But I could not make a video, not only today, but about American flag without talking about this, because the American flag is currently funding some stuff I don't currently agree with, or ever agree with. I don't know why I said currently. I will never agree with that. But yeah, definitely go check them out. I'll put them in the link in the bio. There'll be their link tree, and then it has all their other socials. So if you want to share their socials and other stuff, they got it all right there. If you want to go donate or do anything like that, definitely go ahead. Anything helps, man. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked that intro. That intro, I really worked kind of hard on that. Not hard, but I've had that joke locked in for like 3 weeks. I went to Walmart just to get this hat, and I had to get this and the visor. Like, I had to do it up. I really did. Yeah. I just really like this entirely. Hope you're liking the mic. I'm liking the mic. The mic's dope. I have to edit. It's 3 in the morning. I have to edit this now. And just gotta render. See, because you gotta get through that first render. I'm not gonna take you through the process. Just know, sleep won't be had for like another hour, which is fine. But please like, comment, subscribe. Actually, do tell me how you guys feel about like the American flag. Like that is something I actually do kind of want to know about. I know this is a shorter video. I tend to do longer ones, but just a little short one for you. You got stuff going on today. Hey, and there's no harm in celebrating. I'm not saying you can't celebrate the 4th. I would if I didn't work. But yeah, man, just go do something. Go have fun. Enjoy time with your family. Talk to some folks. But yeah, I'm gonna go edit this and try to get some sleep. You all have a nice 4th of July. This will be coming out the 4th of July in 9 hours. This will be uploaded. So you guys enjoy this. And if I don't see you, have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.